So, Broken Sword. We on the last stream, we're putting around Paris as you do in this game quite a bit. We have visited now Ireland, Spain, Marib, and we also have gotten the tripod from Paris. However, we have now been informed that there is some sort of weird excavation happening in Paris, so we had unlocked a new location. We are there now. We'll, join the scene in progress. Hot and cold, that's the one. And yeah, so here we are, George doing his thing. So our goal is to get access to this excavation site. It apparently is behind this door. Unfortunately, it's guarded by this guard here. And that's kind of our situation. Now, there is a little bit of color going on here to make you aware of. We can get the key to this door. We just have to ask to use the bathroom. This is the bathroom over here. For whatever reason, this game is obsessed with toilets. You can access all of them in this game. This is not the first one. But by getting the key to the toilet, we are able to get the key to the door over here. However, that doesn't change the situation here with this guy. Obviously, will not let us in. Another wrinkle to this, and I assume that this is part of this puzzle, is that we have this thermostat here. This thermostat controls the heater. This guard loves it hot, piping hot down here. Apparently it's cold. It is autumn in Paris, I guess. So has basically talked about how cold it is. So he's cranking the heat. We do, or I should say, we are able to change the temperature on the thermostat from hot to cold. So that must be a mechanic that we need to take advantage of. However, I don't know exactly how to initiate anything, so we're going to play around with that a little bit today. Other than that, I mean, we've got a phone here to call Nico should we want to. Hasn't like we've given Nico a call, and she's basically just been like, "Don't bother me." So that wasn't super helpful. This is a little alcove with some junk in it. Nothing that we've been able to use yet. Same with this kind of like minecart looking thing. This just has old bricks in it or something. Nothing I don't think that we can pick up at the moment. We'll do a little bit of a scoop again. Or in fact, I'll do it now. Just make sure I'm not missing any hot spots. This is a thing that, can happen in this game. That's the door. But yeah, the only other stuff, there is a guy outside who I do intend on talking to a little bit. Who's basically in charge of dealing with some, basically also making sure people don't mess with the archaeological dig, but also I think he's supposed to be painting something, but he's not very interested in the job, right? So he's kind of just chilling out. So we can try to take the paint can, which has gray paint in it, but yeah, he's like, don't touch it, kind of a thing. So, excuse me. That's what's going on up there. And then in the bathroom, we have got there's a sink in there, and there's also a boiler that controls the heat as well. Doesn't seem to be anything we can really interact with at the moment. The one thing we got out of the bathroom that's probably worth mentioning is this bar of soap.
It was the bar of soap I'd stolen from the washroom of the excavation site.
There you go. Well said, George. And that's basically where we are right now. That's the situation. How's that for a spiel? So yeah, let's dig in, I guess. From the intro narration. Okay. Yeah, this guy kind of goes off on how chilly it is, so I guess it makes sense. I kind of forget, but here you go.
Hi again.
What is it?
Okay, cool. This is new, actually. So this will give us the key, which is helpful. This is the key to the bathroom, which is also contains the key to that door. But this, I think, is the thermostat. Yes?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
Cool. So we have the keys. We can use it again. Ooh, excuse me, to return it back to the guy. So that is like kind of a mechanic. I don't think we can leave the room with the keys either. He'll ask for them back. However, I think what we did last time is we managed to turn the heat down and leave, and it remained down. So that could be a thing, I guess.
What was I supposed to say? Hey, look what I stole.
I don't know if we've already used the buzzer. It's broken now, apparently.
I thought better of showing him the chalice. He might be on the conspiracy's payroll, and I didn't want to risk it.
Oui? You have...
A sudden urge to sing.
Right, yeah.
Care to join me?
No singing in here.
Yeah, we polished up the chalice as well.
I've got a red nose.
Oh.
Have you seen this man before? You have.
No.
That's interesting.
This gadget is a sewer key.
So it is.
I don't think there's really anything else that...
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I think we went through all of the bits last time. Let me hear this one again.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
Nothing interesting.
The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on. All empty and all uninteresting.
So yeah, a little tricky there. This is like bricks, I think.
Yep, that was definitely debris. I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
That's it.
A dumpster with some debris in it.
So I see like this pulley system, whatever is happening here, and this makes me be like, because the guy upstairs also has a dumpster that's collecting debris, so I wonder if maybe this is like something we can operate at some point. Like, well, I can't do anything there, but let's take a look in the bathroom, I guess. What's tricky again about this game, I was talking about this earlier when we were playing Monkey Island, but it's sort of like, what do you... It's just tough to know, like, maybe I need to talk to somebody completely different now. Like, I need to go to the police and there's something new there or something. It's, like, tough to identify the moment where you're behind or whatever. Okay. So it's a heater. We can use it. Okay.
The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
The cold tap.
The taps were rusty. Oh boy.
Oh boy. We like do something over here with that? No.
I didn't want to use that unless I really had to. A filthy wash basin hung on the wall.
It's a bit weird, right?
I figured washing my hands with that soap in that sink would just get my hands dirtier than when I'd started. The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
So presumably this is because the heat is all the way up, right?
Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause. I didn't need to get near to tell the toilet needed cleaning.
Well, the last time we had a dripping sink, that was actually a key.
Capacious as my pockets were, I didn't figure I could cram a shovel in them.
Meanwhile, he has a tool here, the sewer key, which is like half his body, in his pocket as well.
Capacious as... The shovel used to feed the furnace was stuck into the pile of coal. I didn't want any coal. A huge pile of coal lay in the corner to fuel the boiler. Real high-tech stuff. I could have climbed onto the sink, prized the ventilator cover loose, wedged myself into the tiny hole, smashed the far cover out, and plunged headfirst into the next room. Or I could just go through the door like a sane person. There was a ventilation grill up in the wall.
There's nothing I can do with this, like, to I'm gonna bust the place up a little bit, I guess.
I wasn't that interested in what might go into a restroom's garbage to investigate. A bin stood in the corner. It didn't look like it had been emptied for a while.
But yeah, this is kind of our situation here. The one use, well, I guess we have two uses, which is the shovel here, which he just refuses to pick the shovel up, and the sink.
The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
And that's all we get for use over there.
The taps were rusty. Oh boy!
The keyring contained the keys to the washroom and the excavation.
Like, I wonder if we can just, like, dump the keys off in here and... I don't know. It's a tricky one. This is the thing.
I turned the heating off.
The heating is off. George, come on, pal. You know how to use a door.
The thing felt really hot.
It's still hot there. Does it reset when we go in?
I turned the thermostat back.
No.
I turned the heating.
So the heating's off. I don't. This is the thing, right? Is that it's the next step. The heat obviously needs to be off, because he makes us, you know, a sort of concern about that whole thing.
A hand dryer was mounted on the wall. If the Club Alamut had used one of these instead of a roller towel, I'd probably still be stuck in Marib.
Maybe not.
The thing felt... There was a big old boiler used for heating the building. Hi again.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. I'd turned the thermostat all the way down. It was getting pretty chilly.
Okay. So it's chilly. So here's the upstairs area for those that haven't seen it. We've got this like dumpster of debris. We can go down here obviously to get into the area we were just in. And then there's this guy over here with this paint can. And no one's particularly helpful.
The painter had a pot of gunmetal gray primer hanging from the barrier. Hi, it's me again.
What now?
Would you be interested in soap?
Not at this exact moment, no.
So I don't know what to do with this
Be
soap
seeing you.
either.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Soap was just there, so we took it.
Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
Oh, darn. I'd left my grappling hook at home. No way could I get up there.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh.
Hmm. A cryptic clue? Hmm. What's this?
A well-used wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster.
Get into the wheelbarrow. So.
A well-used wheel... A well-used...
I don't know if that helps me at all. I actually didn't see the wheelbarrow there. I kind of see it now. I will hold off on the cryptic clue for now, but I may ask for it in a
Hey,
little
you!
bit.
Get...
I'm hoping that this is self-contained, meaning I have everything I need. That's always like a tough one to sort of suss out. So let me take a look at the thermostat here.
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator.
Yeah.
I turned the thermostat all the way down.
Okay.
It was getting pretty chilly.
Getting chilly. It is self-contained. Okay, cool. That helps at least. That makes me not think that I have to go out somewhere else, because that's always a pain. Okay.
Yep, that was definitely... I couldn't...
So the debris. I mean, is this where the plaster comes back? And this is junk, right? Get rid of the junk. Do, 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 do. Check on Nico again.
I figured I'd best not bother Nico again until I'd got a good reason.
Okay. Wonder if we need to get a reason. Then that's interesting. That's interesting. So what do we have here? We have a thermostat we can turn on and off. We have a guy who will not move with a gunmetal gray paint can. We have a leaky faucet. And then this guy who wants to be in warm areas. What's annoying is that it's like I've basically I've brought him, I made it cold in here, so you'd think, I don't know, do I have to do something with his gloves?
Hi again.
What is it?
I was gonna have to get rid of this thing. It was dead. Hi again.
What is it?
The only thing we can do here...
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never.
The thing with this is order obviously
It
matters.
sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door. I turn.
You could.
I have.
Wait, it's hot
Talk to
in
you later.
here.
Au revoir.
Are you sure? I thought I turned the heat down.
A thermostat. The radiator was pumping out heat as the No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open.
I thought I changed
I
this.
turned the heating off.
Did he like force change the?
A thermostat was mounted. I turned.
Thinking. I'm thinking here. I'm missing a hotspot. This is one of these things where this game is really difficult in having it kind of explain what you need to do exactly or how it's supposed to work. There's obviously a step. There's a step that I'm missing. And then in here, we've got the dripping faucet, and that's basically it. I mean, we have a heater, an actual heating, like a hand dryer, really. This is a tricky one. This is absolutely one of those puzzles where I'm going to kick myself at the end of it. Hopefully not as bad as I did with the the one in the sewer, but
The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
cold tap. I mean, like, do we try to fix the tap? Why? Can't plaster it. I think we've tried doing this before, right? Yeah. Can't, like, the washer was busted. Tie it around here? No. This guy's a plumber, right? Some water in the cup. The nose for no reason. For nose reason. Throw this out in the bin. No.
I figured washing my hands with
Well. I think I tried doing that. What did I do? Soap with keys.
I made an impression of the big key in the cake of soap.
Okay. Okay. Very good.
The bar of soap had the imprint of a key in it.
Sometimes you just have to flounder a little bit. Okay. I'm assuming we need to make a fake plaster key?
I carefully sprinkled the plaster into the soap mold I'd made of the key.
Okay, a little bit of water, eh? This is ridiculous. Several minutes later. Yeah, classic solution to it. The old stick it in the soap, stick it in bar
Well,
soap.
It had
trick.
taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal.
Okay, so
And
that...
again,
Yeah.
that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Jeez, okay. That last sentence recorded in a very different room. Okay, so the gray paint, right? Obviously is our next step here. Very good. Okay. That was a tough, weird puzzle. I don't know how I feel about that one quite yet.
Monsieur, don't go with...
Alright, fine, you can have your keys back, I guess. We need to dip this key in
What is it?
Here's the key.
Merci.
in the paint. Okay, so the question is now, are we creating a distraction? Are we just like asking to dunk it? Curious. Can we a little, just a dunk, just a dab,
Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
just a dash?
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh.
Ugh.
Hi, it's me again.
Just talk
What
to him.
now?
I made this key out of plaster.
A thrilling. How clever. How pointless.
Okay, nice guy, obviously.
Hi, it's me
Maybe we
again.
have a conversation point, maybe?
What now?
No, it doesn't look like it.
I was pretty sure the Shaken Shock had shot its bolt in Syria. I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh? What happened?
Oh yeah,
I had
we've
this.
gone through this.
A man of...
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a lot of questions, just like you.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Gunmetal paint. Interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Unfortunately, don't know what to do here yet. Okay. So what's this guy up to? What is his deal?
The painter didn't seem to regard the painting as too important. Not as important as a cigarette break, anyway.
Right. So this is always the tough thing, right? Like, do we have to cut a deal with this guy so that we can, quickly, like, so we can use the paint, or do we distract the guy somehow?
Hi, it's me again.
What now? A greasy tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur,
Okay.
or there'll be a conflagration.
I'm not reading too much into that. Flagration, an extensive fire which destroys a great deal of land or property. Okay, so that sounds like that's a thing that can happen. Is this a timing puzzle then? Is that what we're seeing here?
Hi, it's me again.
What now? A greasy tissue, or there'll
Wait, okay. Is this barrier a hotspot?
Hi, it's me.
What?
I
A
keep
greasy-
clicking
oh,
on
there-
him. So yeah, this is my thought process right now, is the fact that
Hey, monsieur.
Okay.
I should...
we're gonna pull the the greasy tissue out again for hopefully more success here. So he keeps it in his mouth. I'm wondering if this is like, again, like a
Hi, it's me again.
timing thing. Did I get
What
him?
now? A greasy, or they'll
Yeah, I did. Okay. I thought I got the wheelbarrow. I was like, maybe the wheelbarrow is the way to go. No.
I couldn't climb over.
Hmm.
Hey, you!
No.
Okay. Is there a way that maybe we can, like, combine this with something else? I'm hoping this is the wrong, like, direction, but the fact that that guy has, like, a whole, like, you can show him a bunch of different things, and this is, like, one that seems to be quite an interesting response. Yeah.
It was my plaster copy of the excavation key. Trouble was, it looked like plaster, and it felt like plaster.
Do 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 do. I don't think I can interact with this guy at all until he takes the cigarette out of his mouth. Like, so I don't think that this is actually like a timing thing. At first, I was like, maybe I need to like do it at a certain point.
Hi,
But
it's me.
I don't think that's the case.
What now?
It's funny how he shows
A
it to him,
greasy
right?
tissue. Don't get it too, or there'll be.
Flagellation. All right, well, maybe that just means conflagration. Got a lot of heat going on. Is that enough to conflagurate something? As you do. All right, give me
Hi again.
What is it?
oh my
I need
bathroom key, please.
I have the.
Just gonna test one thing.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
This section is very dense, not dense, but it's like there's a lot of like little steps that have to occur here. This is pretty entertaining actually to play through. It's challenging though. Some heat here, no? How about some heat here? The boiler, right? No? Oh. Alright, never mind.
No.
Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I have to give this back, don't I?
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
I appreciate the support, Archie and Hevorius. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Patience, right? It's interesting because it's like if it's not part of the puzzle, what I'll say right now without knowing the solution is that it's pretty interesting that that they animated him to be like, look at my tissue. And then, you know, like if that was all done just to be like, we should definitely get the tissue animation on this one. Like, it's going to take 2 more weeks to make sure this game is shipped out because of it, but we should do it even though it means nothing. It'd be tough. And you could see a game doing that, you know, sometimes, but I want to make sure I'm not missing anything in terms of hotspots. So the fence is clickable. This is the dumpster. Nothing out over here. dumpster, and then up here is just the, I guess the
Oh.
balcony.
Darn.
Yeah.
I left my grappling hook at home. No
Oh,
way could I
darn.
get up there. The archway was topped by a fancy balustrade.
Balustrade, that's a fancy word.
The archway was topped by a fancy balustrade.
Balustrade. Okay, decorative and ornate balustrade, or railing, I guess. I just typed it into Google just so I like understood the definition of it. And it comes up, the first thing is like, what's best? Like that's, I guess we'll have to, I don't know, I guess people were like, what should I do? And very, like, it's obviously a bit more decorative, it seems. Okay, so obviously we've got the guy, we've got the paint. And then we do have, oh, I don't want to talk to you.
A well-used
It's a
wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster. A well-used...
You will use wheelbarrow.
The
Okay.
painter didn't seem not as important as a...
Not as important as a cigarette break, sure. Ah. What a pickle we find ourselves in. If I try using it with this, he's like, don't touch the paint pot, right?
Hey, monsieur!
Okay.
I should think so.
It's a very confusing person. A guy who does not want to do his job, but also is like, don't touch any of my things that I'm working with. Like, that's an interesting, it's an interesting situation.
Hi, it's me again.
But this is
What
the animation
now?
here, right? Like, what's the deal with this?
A greasy tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur, or there'll be a conflagration.
Yeah, I've got no idea how to get it any closer than how I am right now, unless this is a goat situation all over again, where it's like in the middle of that conversation, I need to click over there, click around him. It would be pretty annoying if that was a timing bit.
Hi, it's me.
Just talk to him for a sec.
What now?
Said he used to work in the sewer.
I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh?
This
What
is kind of
happened?
related,
I
right?
had a cigarette break in a pocket of methane.
A pocket methane.
A manhole cover landed on the other side of the Seine and I was sacked.
Okay. That's okay. That's got to be related. Too much explosion talk here for this not to be something.
A greasy tissue. Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur, or there'll be a conflagration.
A pocket of methane. Is that what we're trying to find? We're trying to create a pocket of methane? How does one do that?
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay. I mean, I'm not a methane expert. But maybe I don't need to be.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
But I know, like, they say that you can, like, if you leave your oven on and things like that, that creates a lot of, does that create methane? I'm just thinking about what we have here, right? So we've got access to the boiler room, which is literally just burning stuff. Additionally, we've got the heat here.
A thermostat was I turned the thermostat.
Like, do we crank this thing?
Thermostat back to where I'd found it.
Get it nice and toasty.
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall.
Sure is hot in here. What do you say to this? What do you think about my tissue?
Hi again.
What is it?
Look, a tissue stained with grease paint.
Ah, just what I've always wanted. If you give me that, you can enter through the door.
That was it the whole time.
Of course not. What would I want with an old tissue?
Okay. So the heat's all the way up. It creates methane. Yeah, it'd probably be more like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide or something, right? Never mind. Well, we've got the heat cranking, at least. It's gotta be something. Heat is going. I guess, is this under him then, I suppose, then? Like, this is a... I wonder if this is a...
Yep, that was definitely debris. I
have
couldn't
to do
see any
something with
use for
this.
a collection of dirt and half bricks.
What if you threw a tissue in there? It doesn't appear like we can operate the pulley system at all either, from what it
Yep.
seems.
Yep, a dumpster with some debris.
Yeah, just debris. I don't want to, like, overthink this. I'm trying to think of ways to, like, get, I guess, this tissue,
It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
like, up to our guy up there with the paint. But I think this might not be the
The
solution.
doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting.
That's the door. Yo, Amanda Calba, good to see you.
I figured
things
I'd
are good.
best not
Things are
bother
good,
Nico
thanks.
again until I'd got a good reason.
Hopefully you're doing well as well. Nice to see you.
There was a telephone on the far wall.
That's all we got from this guy. Alright, give me the keys. Give me the keys.
Hi again.
What is it
I
again?
have the... It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Hey, smart. Why don't I just tell him that I'm trying to break into the excavation?
Well, you know, sometimes honesty is the best policy.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Yeah, I really like this game. It's very good. I'm working through what I feel like is a pretty difficult little series of puzzles here right now. I'm happy I did something tonight. We moved a little bit further. We made this key.
It was my plaster copy of the excavation key. Trouble was, it looked like plaster, and it felt like plaster. The keyring contained the keys to the washroom and the excavation.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. I've really enjoyed the story so far. It's very unique. I haven't played an adventure game quite like this one before. It's very neat. Um,
There was a big old boiler.
used for
The
heating the
thing felt
building.
really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
Big demands. Shovel. Again,
I
more
didn't
coal.
want any coal. The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
Can we like is the paint like a red herring?
No.
Being in that place was at least...
Commenting on former bathrooms. We stick this up here. Little pocket. Little pocket. We've tried this for sure, yeah. Do 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 do. Oops. It says this goes over to the other side, but I actually don't see the thing anywhere. This game's getting the best of me here. This is a really tough one. Do 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 do. I can't just straight up use this, right? George is like, nah. Also, it'll break, right? Yeah, you won't use that.
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall.
The chill. Wow, man. I gotta
What
say,
is it?
It sure
This is
is
a
hot
tough
in
one.
here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
that's the worst spot where it's like, oh,
Hey, monsieur, don't go with...
what if I just do?
Hey, don't...
Hopefully I'm not soft lock. That would really stink.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
I wonder what these two people think. Like, there's just some guy who's just literally wandering around left and right, being like, "Look at my tissue. I gotta use the bathroom. Look at my tissue. Gotta use the bathroom. Look at my tissue." Some
The
American guy.
gate was surrounded by some pretty fancy ironwork.
Pretty fancy ironwork. Okay, can we get a little bit of ironwork on here? I wonder if you can like rub some of the paint off. Yeah, wants to sing all the time, exactly, yeah. Song coming over me. So see, this thing right here, like, this is the top of the pulley system, is it not? It's kind of hard to tell.
Hey, monsieur! Get...
Okay.
I should...
Gunmetal paint. Interesting.
A well-used wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster.
Because again, like, I mean, this doesn't have a hotspot. This does not have anything that's, like, associated with it. And if I go down below, he'll only look at things. Like, there's no... It doesn't seem like I can use any of my stuff in there. Because again, it's like, oh, maybe we can stick the tissue, like, in there and send it up, and then that's close to the cigarette or something. You know, these sorts of thoughts. It is really tricky. I can't touch the dumpster, he'll yell at me.
Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster!
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I made this key.
A thrilling,
Okay. This is
a
the...
greasy tissue.
Yeah.
Don't get it too close to my cigarette, monsieur, or there'll be a conflagration.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I'm a little stumped right now. I feel like I'm on the right track. Can I actually not even leave this area? Not that there's anything anywhere else. Yeah, no, we're here. Okay. Is tonight's progress only going to be making this key out of plaster? What am I missing here? Paint pot. We need that. We need to dip the key in the paint pot, as he puts it.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. But
But we can't. For that reason.
The painter didn't seem to regard the painting as too important. Not as important as a cigarette break, anyway.
Right. If we talk to him, he's got nothing
Hi, it's
for
me
us.
what now?
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion chalice. I know, you know, I used to be an altar boy.
You?
Yes, me. What's so funny about that?
Nothing. Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hmm. I have to say I'm a little stumped. I feel like I'm like on the right track, but I really don't know what to do here. I'm tempted to source out a hint here. This is a bit frustrating though, because there's not many options, right? We have 3 rooms that we're dealing with right now. There's a very limited amount of things we can interact with in each room. And the goal is very clear. The like overarching goal is clear. Like, we need to get in the room. To get in the room, we need to have the key. We now have a way to steal the key, but like to do this, we first need to get this key to be that color. Some duct tape and a cat. You got it, MacGruber. So, okay. I feel like I'm not missing an object. If I haven't clicked on something, that's worth saying, I guess, to me, that I've missed a thing to click on. But I think I've investigated everything. It's about how I interact with things here. This is the problem. I have to think. If I were George, how would I do this? We can't talk to the guy straight up. If we use one of these, he does have a response back and forth. Have we done the card here? Not
Hi,
that it
it's
would
me
work,
again.
but
What now?
Has a guy calling himself Merlin been nosing around?
Was he wearing a t-shirt with "My name is Merlin" on it?
I doubt it.
Then how the hell am I supposed to know his name just by looking at him? Huh?
okay. Yeah, we've done
Hi,
this
it's
one.
me again.
What now?
Have you seen this man before?
Yes, he asked me a lot of questions, just like you.
Jumps back. I really hope this isn't like a timing thing. The way that he juts back to lean makes me wonder if there's like a thing that I need to do at a certain time. Maybe it's not show him the tissue, but maybe there's something. Yeah, exactly, Archie. That's that's the thing that I was just noticing. It's like he just kind of like the cutting around is very odd.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
I have a red nose.
Imagine.
Can we like combine?
No.
I think I've tried combining all of these, right? We got a what was this one? No. No. Figured I'd just check to see. It worked with the soap, so I was like, maybe this will do it.
The painter didn't seem to regard the painting as too important. Not as important as a cigarette break, anyway. There was a dumpster full of debris. From the excavation, I guessed. The painter didn't seem to regard the paint not as
This is where he says I can't climb it, right?
I couldn't climb over.
Okay. Dude. Again, I'm continue to be drawn over to this side here because of its connection with what's directly above it. The heat does not appear to make any sort of difference in terms of the above ground thing. And there's no way to mess with the boiler as far as I can tell right now. I'm just trying to think of things that, like... do I have to break something to, like, where the guy will need to paint something, maybe? Maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way. Maybe, like, I need to chip the the ironwork, and then he has to, like, go paint it or something. Can we try that, I guess? No.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh.
Alright, so that guy doesn't do anything so I used the key, the sewer key, on the paint pot, and that's what happened. But I guess he does that with everything if I get close to it.
Hey, monsieur!
Okay.
I should...
Yeah, and I don't have any control during that cutscene. Oh, this game. This game. Proving to be quite difficult. Do I just take a little cup of it? Maybe that's it. Just want a little cup of your paint. A little cup, a little chalice, a little dab.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
This
I should
timeless
think so.
artifact.
Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh.
I don't appreciate the attitude, friend. What is happening here? Okay, well, I mean, like, I'm starting to get into like really far-fetched territory. I really wish that there was something we could do with this, like, what seems to be elevator thing, because it looks like if you just come up the elevator, you could probably get it from the back. But okay, that was me trying to get the yeah, the wheelbarrow. It's also interesting that the wheelbarrow only appears when the guy moves his
A
arm.
well-used wheelbarrow was sitting by the rubble-filled dumpster. Hi, it's me again.
This is just the story again,
What
right?
now?
I've got a sewer key.
I used to work in the sewer.
Oh? What happened?
I had a cigarette break in a pocket of methane. A manhole cover landed on the other side of the Seine and I was sacked.
Falls back into place again. It's a tricky one. Yo, Forte! Welcome. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Hope you had a good stream. Joining us as I am trying to parse out a particularly difficult puzzle, at least for me, in Broken Sword 1. I have, this is a tough one, and I do not know the answer to it, so I'm trying to work it out. But it's good to hear the jams come through. Yeah, largest of raids. Yeah, all raids are good raids in my opinion. Very nice to have you here with us. Don't know if you've ever played Broken Sword before, but yeah, what we're up to right now. I'm gonna try to break this thing down. Maybe this will help me get through the puzzle. Sometimes this helps. But we are trying to gain access to a room that is down these stairs here. To do so, we need to swap a key out. You can see that we have a key here. This key is actually a fake. It's a copy that we made of plaster. It will not work in a real door, so we need to swap it out with another key. The twist is, because this one's made of plaster, it's not the right color. It needs to be kind of a gray, obviously, kind of a metal gray color. Now, we're in luck because there is a can of paint here in that exact color just sitting here. However, anytime that we try to go in here to use this, just a little dunk is all we need. We get yelled at by this guy here who, yeah, just doesn't want to do anything and also wants to make sure we can't do anything. So, good times for everybody. Bit tricky. But this is what happens here.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Puh.
Huh. At least the animation cleanly finished there. Completely foreign. Yeah, I hadn't really played any of these until recently. So recommend though for me. I really like this game quite a bit. I've been enjoying this this playthrough greatly. But I have run into a couple occasions like this where I am just stumped. What offends the French so much that they leave? Oh, that's a good question. That's like maybe we're onto something here. You'd think George, as an American, would pull out all the stops here. He's done it to about everybody else in this game, but what can we do here? Moo tries to arrest you in the intro. I can't remember now. I miss Moo. Pour one out for Moo. But this is the door we're trying to get access to. But obviously there's a guard here. But we have a way of getting the keys for this. And we just need to do the swap-a-rooney. There's going to be another puzzle, I assume, in between now and when we find out, when we get to opening the door, which is probably to get rid of this guy.
I turned the heating off.
We can do that as well. We can turn the heating on and off. Which has yet to reveal its secrets. I was thinking maybe we can call Nico to come over and be like, I don't know, talk to the guy, say something crazy.
Killer!
Hi, Nico. It's me. I'm at the excavation site.
Hi, George.
What?
What's happening?
I'm at the
reset?
excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn! We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
Oh. Well, oh, okay. 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 So we just okay. Sure. What was the instruction? I was just a bit shocked that this worked.
Monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
Okay.
I should think so.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You can't just be like, real quick, can you click on the phone real quick? Oh, is that what it was? Talk to the guy. Okay. Like, what had happened is I had clicked on the phone, and he was like, "I'm not calling her back till I got a good reason." But I guess at some point we got a good reason.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
Maybe I had to look at the paint after I had made the key. That might have been it, maybe? Who knows? Oh, shoot, it looks like we might be getting an ad. Sorry,
You got
folks.
a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? You must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her unk.
I can't believe that this is the solution. That's hilarious. Okay, great. Do we just take the whole can? No, of course not. Doink. Little dunk. Dunk it up. Are we happy with the color now?
The plaster key had soaked up the paint nicely, and now looked pretty convincing. Still felt like plaster, though.
Still felt like George.
A well-used...
What can we do to make it not feel like plaster? Rub it in a... I don't know, dude. Give it an extra dunk? I mean, this is another thing that we're not able to touch yet, so I'm trying all these things here. Can we...
There was
Okay, we can't... Okay, after doing all this...
a well-used...
Like, don't... Okay. Maybe we're overthinking this. Maybe it's okay. Maybe this is good enough. Maybe this is just personal preference. Just a little bit like plaster. Still a little plastery. You know, as you do.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
Why, abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
Well, hopefully we don't need to go back. Oh, wait, you know what? Speaking of glazing... Can we use the key like with the thermostat? The heat's cranking, folks. This could be very good here. All right, let's see what we can do.
Hi again.
What is it?
Yeah, maybe this is just like making a cut back in the day there. All right, I need the keys.
To use the...
Again?
I have...
All right, give me the key.
Hey, smart.
Okay, all right, I don't know.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
All right, can we can't do
I
it yet,
figured
right?
this was better done out of the guard's sight.
Okay, it might be good enough. I might be overreacting to some of the notes that I'm getting from George here. And the writing is ridiculous, right? Like it's it's so good. All right, let's see. Can I do this now? Are we happy with the results, George?
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
Okay.
Now, I'd substituted the fake key for the excavation key. It looked okay, but felt false.
Looked okay, but felt false. Hand dryer.
Uh,
Hang on. Can we swap them back?
maybe not.
Okay, so this is a good thing that we've swapped them. It's weird that he's like, it feels false, so it doesn't seem like this is going to work. Hang on. Okay, I've just had a thought. If we turn the heat off, he mentions he puts his gloves on, right?
I turned the thermostat back to where
Oh, hang on. You want it off.
I turned the heating.
Okay, heating off. Presumably the gloves should be on. Hopefully he doesn't notice.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution.
Oh, if we
Here's
don't
the
die.
keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Oh. Okay, good.
Hi again.
What is it?
Okay, well,
Talk to you
now we
later.
gotta figure out
Au
what to
revoir.
do. What do we do now?
I didn't think that I had a hunch that door.
Well, the door is locked, pal, but...
I couldn't get to the door while the guard was there.
Alright, do we have to call Nico again? This is another Nico situation?
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
Okay. Very stealthy, George. Oh, come on. There he goes. Why are we leaving?
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Why are we not down there going in immediately?
Hey, you. It's the phone.
Yeah? Who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
This is great.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Pah, don't pah me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you.
Get your popcorn out here.
All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Folks, we're in. We're in, maybe. Key and... Well, real quick, save. Where is this thing? Malt and chocolate. Because I'll never forget that for whatever reason. Okay. Key and door. Okay, we're all right. This is it's the thing, right? This is the three-headed statue thing that's in the mirror.
Some planks used to make the catwalk were leaning against the wall.
Okay.
I couldn't see anything useful to do with the planks.
All right. Well, maybe that'll change. It's all planks there. It looks like. Is there anything over here? Okay, skull. Trowel. Okay, I can't do it, but skull, and I guess maybe the wire here. It's a cool background. This pattern thing, maybe. Obviously, the artifact itself. Doesn't look like I can click on anything else. Can we get down there? Is this a thing we can do? Kind of tough to see the the perspective of what's actually happening here. Okay, we're in. We're down there.
In the middle of the floor was a weird mosaic, all swirling and distorted.
Okay.
Now there's a familiar face.
Or faces, because there's three of them.
Oh, great. More dead people. Although the gendarmes weren't likely to pull in any suspects unless they had a time machine. This guy must have been here for centuries. No, thanks. I think I'm carrying enough junk.
Walk across the priceless
Close up.
artifacts.
The pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side. There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here. Now there's a familiar face.
Okay, so once again we run into a situation where it's like, all right, what does the game want me to do? What do we want to do now?
Close up. It fanned.
Close up, it didn't. Okay, am I supposed to look at it from up top? Can I? Okay, so we can walk this way. There's nothing over here. Okay, it just goes down.
Close up. The pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side.
Okay. Let's really quick have a look at our image here. So this image that I'm making large right now is this this is like a manuscript thing that was found, and we've managed to find a number of things on it. And this particular bit is the bottom right corner, where we see this person looking at a mirror, and it like on the other side of the mirror, 3 faces. Do we see anything that would suggest I guess what to do? It's like a marble floor, a tiled floor. Got something in their hand. Don't know exactly what that is. It's long. It's a tricky one. Let me just make this small again so that we can see the screen. That'll have to do. Boop. Okay. Okay, so there's not much that we can do here.
In the middle of the floor was a weird mosaic, all swirling and distorted. Now, it was the Baphomet.
I mean, this is a relic. Does the relic with relic action work? I mean, if it's, it's trying to combine things, right?
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
All right.
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
How do you get out?
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
A picture of a church with its square tower.
Let's take another look at the
It's
manuscript.
like a Notre Dame thing. Notre Dame. Does that have a square tower? Don't even know. Oh, this will just bring this back up again, won't it? Yeah. Yeah, great work, George.
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, George.
Okay, are we going back to Spain? Is that what's happening? Or is he just doing that on his own? Fine, too. If I don't need to be there, we don't need to be there. Okay, I guess we're going to Spain again. Spain round 2.
Oh, hi.
Gotta talk to our friend here.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Anything that we've got to share?
Maybe not.
No, okay, great.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Okay. A little unnerving, but I respect that. Alright. Thankfully there's only one church with a square bell tower, right? There's only one. Let's just pop over here really quick to the museum and see if we can get a little, like, not a hint, but maybe we can push the story a bit further. Because if anybody's gonna know some random thing like this, it's gonna be Andre, right? It's kind of all he does out here. So let's have a chat real quick. Might not be anything, otherwise we'll go back to Spain.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie.
Okay, nothing. I guess I can.
What do you make of this cup, Andre? It's a 14th century cup. You sure know.
Okay.
Thanks for your help. You're well.
Didn't know if there'd be something new, I guess, because it's all nice and polished now. Shouts out to the priest there who literally spent half the day polishing it up for us. All right, well, let's catch a plane. I probably will turn in soon, now that it's almost 4 in the morning. I should probably get some sleep at some point. But yeah, let's try to tie up this loose end here. I'm just enjoying the story so much right now.
I'd been planning to return the chalice anyway, but I hadn't expected the trail to bring me here. The Villa de Vasconcelos was as picturesque as ever. The weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose.
I mean, it's expensive to animate, George. You have to understand.
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
I do love that little
Senor
rainbow
Stobart,
animation.
how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
What a pronunciation. Prozac. Okay, we are going to walk ourselves up there, fair enough.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Yeah, that little animation with the rainbow is so good.
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
I guess we'll ask.
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of this.
Oh boy.
Count on it. So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the de Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
All right.
I've had the chalice polished.
Oh, it is magnificent.
Do you recognize this man?
No.
That's good. Let's keep it that
Look
way.
at this tissue.
Look at my tissue.
Why?
I'd like your opinion on it.
Okay. It has some sort of oily deposit on it.
That's grease paint.
Oh, I wouldn't like that on my face. It stinks of solvent. Stray spark, and your head might blow up.
I don't think it's quite that flammable.
It's interesting that people keep bringing
Catch
that
you later,
up.
Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
All right, well, up we go. Yeah, it's really good, right, Hiborius? I'm glad that, yeah, I don't know, it's cool, because the thing is, like, there's a lot of people who obviously feel very, very passionate about this game and really like it. I can see why, but that makes me happy that some other folks have tried it out as well. Thanks for the good luck. Appreciate the raid, Forte. Good to see you. And have a good rest of your night. All right, let's talk.
Senor Stobart, oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Let's
Hi, Countess.
dance.
The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No,
Solved.
not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There
Okay,
are
it's not
many
just me.
stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
All right, we can start chat.
There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What
Reading,
if-
yeah.
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
The Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant. Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead, and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here somewhere. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the De Vasconcelos are cursed.
Okay, so we're looking for kids now? Go
There's
on.
something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb.
Oh yeah.
Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
Good job. Is that on me? Is that my fault? I feel like I didn't have that option.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city.
Okay.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
No, dear. El Flojo.
That would be the TV clown, yeah?
Clown in all important aspects. Apart from the one about being funny.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I have never seen him before.
I've got a couple of names for him, but they're probably false. He's the killer.
No, his face is utterly unfamiliar.
Does this lab pass mean anything to you?
Nothing at all.
This one right here. It's upset about
Do you know what this is?
No, it looks very practical, though.
I don't suppose you know how to recharge an electrical vibrator, do you?
Oh dear.
What an extraordinary request.
I would agree.
Don't knock it. This thing saved my life in Syria.
George, like George is Tobias Funke, confirmed.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
Where is this line of questioning going?
Nowhere helpful. I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
I thought you were not remaining, as in you were going to go to Paris or something. Yeah, George Funke, yeah. All right. I guess we have to go back to Paris then? Is that
From the
what we've
window,
got here?
I could see some sort of balcony. It didn't look like it was used too often. I didn't recognize any of the titles, apart from an ancient edition of Don Quixote. There was a bookcase, bureau kind of affair.
Bureau.
I doubted the Templars had hidden anything in there. An old grandfather clock stood against the wall.
I don't know if I went through this last time.
It was
Check.
way too warm to light the fire. The fire was made up and ready, waiting for the year to turn cold. Now, what would I want with a bunch of logs?
Bunch of logs.
Beside the fire was a stack of logs for fuel. Now, what the hell was I going to do with a hog's head? There was a boar's head over the fire. It didn't look very happy.
Not
Must be
everything
hard
is
to look
about
happy
you,
when you're
George.
wearing a chimney breast.
Everything's got to be about George. Okay. I guess we go. I'll check with her one more time. I guess. Is there anything I can ask her about?
Hello again.
Inspected the room.
Please.
No.
I'll just have a...
But
Okay. We'll head out. I'm assuming we need to go back to Paris and then ask about these random things. These like these Bible verses. We'll have to do that. Unless this guy knows. Maybe this guy knows. Maybe Lopez knows. Yeah, it's just after 4 a.m. right now.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
I'm pooped. I gotta be honest. Pretty tired. I'm very glad that we got as far as we did.
How can I help you?
Alright, you've got nothing on.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobar.
Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Let's go do the thing that we do. I'm assuming we're going to be able to leave.
It was the driveway down to the main road.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave just yet, though.
Oh? Okay. Didn't want to leave just yet. Interesting. Okay. I thought we had some pretty clear direction, but I stand corrected by the game. All right. Able to have a fairly straightforward solution, but then it hits you with the triple red herring. Yeah. I mean, like, it's credit to the game, I guess, to the amount of detail. Like, you know, you can figure a lot of these, like, especially like point and click games out, you know, a little bit quicker because you're like, okay, like, they wouldn't have put this much effort into something unless it meant something. But like sometimes it's like a deep, like the hinting like is as early, and it comes into play much later. But like with this thing, like with this tissue here, like there hasn't really been a ton of use of that tissue. Every time you give it to somebody, every once in a while you get this nugget of information of, oh, it's flammable, it's this and that, and it's like, I guess, but I don't know. I was really thought that was going to be part of the solution there, but again, yeah, it's throwing me off the scent again. But at some point, we're gonna light that thing on fire. It'll be good. Good place to save and come back to. I think this will have to be it. I'm beat. And if we could have left and started working on what I thought we were gonna work on, good. But yeah, this is maybe a good place to do, because we're gonna have to do some exploring. It looks like so. We'll do that on the next stream. Well, the next one of these streams, which will be on Tuesday. We'll call this one I don't know. Spain, but nicer, because it was kind of a not a miserable time last time, but people were a little bit upset. And I think that's a good place for us to call it. We are saved, and we're up here now, and we gotta get some music going. Oh, hello.